Thank you for this invitation. Professor Gegamian explained me very well how similar methods were used in 1915 and in 2023 and today. Imprisonment of the leaders, removing the population, denial. There is a difference. We can protect Armenians today. We can do it. Let me say how. There is an opportunity now, 4 and 5 of May. The European leaders will meet in Yerevan to discuss the new strategies. And the following day, the European Union Summit, the first European Union Summit, will happen in Yerevan. The protection of Armenia from Azerbaijan is in the agenda, but the release of the Armenian hostages from Baku prisons is not there. And the rights of return of Nagorno-Karabakh people is not there neither. So that's our job, to include in the streets, in the media, in the debates, the obligation of European states to prevent genocide. That's our goal. Let me clarify a few legal aspects. The Genocide Convention requires two important things: prevent and to punish. Punish is now simpler because there is two international institutions to do it. The International Court of Justice, created in 1945, that could sanction states, and the International Criminal Court, operational since 2003, that could punish individuals. As the first chief prosecutor, I got arrest warrants against President Bashir from Sudan for genocide. So these courts can do the punishment. The issue is the prevention. That is a serious problem today. The obligation to prevent, when they start, first, obligation to prevent means you cannot use military forces. Just the UN Security Council could authorize that. But state has to do the most diplomatic efforts to prevent the crimes. And for me, the basic is mention genocide as a genocide, or a risk of genocide. That is a trigger. When the prevention starts, in the famous case, Serbia versus Bosnia versus Serbia too, the International Court of Justice starts the standard. The obligation starts, let me read exactly the line, when states should normally have learned of the existence of a serious risk that genocide will be committed. States should normally have learned of the existence of a serious risk that genocide will be committed. This is simple, because on 22 of September 2023, the UN Special Advisor on Prevention of Genocide, the specific authority of this, alerted that Nagorno-Karabakh population was facing a risk of genocide. And more in the regional area, the European Union Parliament adopted a resolution on October 5, 2023, number 2879, concerning ethnic cleansing, the threats and acts of violence committed by Azerbaijan troops against the population of Nagorno-Karabakh. Very simple. Ethnic cleansing is not yet genocide, but it's a risk of genocide, clearly. What the states are doing? Let me take Germany as an example. The Central Council of Armenia in Germany, the government, what is its assessment on what happened in Nagorno-Karabakh, and what are they doing to prevent genocide? The answer was very simple. We took note of the UN Special Advisor on Genocide comments, and we did nothing, basically. They all say that, but we did nothing. And we're working to start a relationship, good relationship between Armenia and Azerbaijan, okay? Not Nagorno-Karabakh. That's the problem. The summits in May 4 and 5, where the European leaders will meet to discuss a new strategy, is opportunity. Nagorno-Karabakh hostages are not in the agenda. We should include them there. That's our job. Social media, street demonstrations, public debates, media, focus on that. What European leaders are doing to prevent the genocide. What are they doing to release the Armenian hostages. That's the agenda. Thank you.